And a pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen, from the Newman Flanagan Center on the campus of Briarcliff University in Sioux City, Iowa. It's time for Charger women's basketball here on the Charger Sports Network at BCUchargers.com. I'm Justin Barker, glad to be with you here tonight. Some non-conference basketball coming your way this evening. It's the Trojans of Dakota State University and your Briarcliff University Chargers. Dakota State comes into this matchup 2-7 on the campaign. The Chargers are 2-9 on the season after falling 58-56 yesterday to College of St. Mary. One of the stories for today is Alyssa Carley out with a right ankle injury, so we'll have a couple of a new starter in the lineup for the senior Carley, and hopefully she'll be able to get back as soon as possible, maybe even after the holiday break. Haven't heard officially, so we won't even speculate not knowing what that is going to be, but it is Dakota State and Briarcliff. We'll take a timeout for the national anthem. We'll come back with the starting lineups after this. And welcome back. In time for the starting lineups here for tonight's game. First for the visiting Trojans of Dakota State and head coach David Moe. Jessie Giles wears number 1. She's a 5'10 sophomore from Madison, South Dakota. Number 2 is Ashlyn McDonald, a 5'9 sophomore from Hartford, South Dakota. Olivia Bresky wears number 10, a 5'10 sophomore from Webster, South Dakota. Lindsay Vogel wears number 20, a 5'7 senior from Webster, South Dakota. And Sydney Fick wears number 31. She's a 6-foot-tall freshman from Beaver Creek, Minnesota. For the Chargers and head coach Mike Power, number 3 is Jaden Businger, a 5'7 sophomore from Bassett, Nebraska. Number 4 is Brianna Allen, a 5'6 senior from Crofton, Nebraska. Connor Sudman wears number 5, 5'11 freshman out of Trainer, Iowa. Number 11 is Peyton Slaughter, a 5'6 freshman from Cherokee. And number 14, coming off a career-high effort last night, or tying her career high, is number 14, Madeline Deitzler, a 5'11 sophomore from Trainer, Iowa. Chargers again come in 2-9 on the campaign, 1-6 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference after falling yesterday to College of St. Mary. Chargers coming in having lost 5 in a row. Dakota State on a 3-game losing streak. They've lost to Dordt, Bellevue, and Dakota Wesleyan in those 3 outings. Really a gauntlet for the Chargers and who they face. Dordt, Dakota Wesleyan, Northwestern, Morningside. All top 25 teams heading into their games, still in the top 25. And then, of course, College of St. Mary yesterday. Chargers in all white, Briarcliff written across the front in royal blue, trimmed out in gold. Gold numerals trimmed out in that royal blue. Light blue for the Trojans of Dakota State with gray lettering, gray numerals and black trim. Bresky in the center circle along with Deitzler as Mr. Referee puts the ball in the air. We're underway at the Newman Flanagan Center. Opening tip controlled by the Chargers. They go from right to left, shooting at the left-handed goal as you look at your screen for the first half, as they always do as the home team here at the Newman Flanagan Center. Chargers averaging 66.1 points a game, allowing 86.3. Dakota State. Sudman for 3 in the corner. Good. That'll start the scoring. Dakota State averages 80.8 points a game and gives up 79.8. These two teams did play one another. The opener of the season, an 85-73 Briarcliff victory all the way back in October. Free throw line jumper for Bresky off the mark. Giles with a rebound rebound and shot no good. Deitzler controls for Briarcliff, and the Chargers on the run with Businger in the far corner. She'll bounce down to Deitzler, who stands straight up. Now takes a couple of dribbles as she backs in. Sudman, free throw line jumper off the mark, right side of the rim, rebounded by Peyton Slaughter. Slaughter turns, tries to pass it through traffic. Deitzler ends up with it and goes high off the window for the basket. So it's an early 5-0 lead for the Briarcliff Chargers. They settle in defensively. Giles on the near side, had it poked out of her hands, out of bounds into the Briarcliff bench by Peyton Slaughter. So Slaughter's defense comes to mind right away. Picking up from yesterday, Lindsey Vogel with it. Giles, the leading scorer, 15.9 points per contest. She's backed into a double team across the court to Fick. Fick will muscle it up in traffic and draw in the foul. Jaden Businger will pick up her first and the team's first. 8:36 to play first quarter, 5-0 BCU. Chance for Fick to put her team on the board, where she is a 60% free throw shooter on the season, but she makes good on the first one. Second attempt on the way for Fick is no good as it thunks the front of the rim, and the Chargers have the rebound and control with Slaughter on the right wing. Slaughter continues her dribble as she looks over a few options. Deitzler gets it just outside of the paint. She wants to get into the paint, does so on a couple of dribbles. Nice backdoor cut by Sudman. Basket is good. She got behind the defense nicely, earned herself a bucket. Moving without the basketball, obviously very important, and she did it well there. Near corner for Fick. Fick will throw it across the top, three-pointer, high arcing three on the way, no good and off the mark from Vogel. Rebounded, though, by the Trojans. Jessie Giles with the rebound. She'll throw it back up top, and they'll work the perimeter. Near side for Fick. She goes right baseline, stops and pops off the mark, no good. And a foul coming to slow down the play. I believe that'll go to Olivia Bresky. It will, her first. Morgan Kopsel into the lineup for Dakota State, 6'2" sophomore. One of the first off the bench for Coach Moe, David Moe. And we got a kickball. That'll slow things down. Slaughter will put it in on the near side, right in front of the Trojan bench. And Businger will come out and get the bounce pass. Over to Slaughter at the top of the key. 7.5 to play first quarter. Allen looks inside at Deitzler. They can't feed her just yet. Allen over to Sudman with 4, with 3. She'll take a jumper. It's knocked out of the air and blocked by Kopsel, and that'll be a shot clock violation. So a good block by Morgan Kopsel, and it's Trojan basketball. They throw it up top. McDonald open for 3, just a bit off the mark. It was halfway down. It came out as Bear works the far side of the floor. 7-1 BCU. Just past the 7-minute mark here in the first quarter. Businger collects, right wing, looking inside. Deitzler calls for it. She had 26 yesterday. Slaughter left open, fires for 3 and scores. Peyton Slaughter for 3. Slaughter goes for the steal, and instead McDonald travels. The turnover will give it back to the Cliff as Savannah Walsdorf checks into the lineup, a 6-foot-tall freshman from Kiel, Wisconsin. Inbound play to Allen. Allen will dribble to the right elbow. Continues that dribble. Shot off the mark, no good. Slaughter with offensive putback. It's good. In the end, one opportunity coming for Peyton Slaughter. So it'll be Slaughter at the free throw line. And it's good. Slaughter with 6 early points. As the Trojans work the perimeter, they look inside for Kopsel. It's knocked down. Back to Giles and back up top. Across the way for Walsdorf. Three-pointer coming. Left side of the circle, top of the key. Lindsey Vogel for 3. And it's 13-4. Sudman thought about it, won't take it. Over to Slaughter. Allen from way deep and hits Brianna Allen for 3. And it's 16-4 Briarcliff. A nice start for the Chargers. Vogel covered up on the far side with Alyssa Carley out. Giles for 3 off the mark. Run down by Slaughter. Definitely going to have to find a shooter to replace Alyssa Carley in her nearly 15 points a game. Businger wants a 3 off the mark. No good. Had good rotation off her fingers. Just couldn't get it to go. And it's cleared by Dakota State. McDonald will dribble, looking to go coast to coast. Muscles it up over Deitzler and gets the roll. Sudman bounces down, or looking to bounce down to Deitzler. It's stolen away. And stolen back by Slaughter as Walsdorf dribbled right to her. Slaughter works the center of the floor, stopping at the free throw line. Businger, the trailer, will get it over to Allen. Bounce down to Sudman in the corner, back to Brianna Allen. Allen across the top to Slaughter. Sudman open for 3, good. What a beautiful follow through for Connor Sudman, and a timeout on the floor. 4:34 to play in the first quarter. So with 4:34 to play, it's 19-6. The Chargers out to the lead. Peyton Slaughter with 6, Connor Sudman with 5. That's exactly the start that Coach Mike Power looking for tonight after not a terrible start yesterday against College of St. Mary. They did trail after one, and again at halftime, a big third quarter got them back into the game, but definitely the start you're looking for today as they come out running 19-6. Happy to report my Vikings have won today. 39-10 over the Chargers. Chiefs played awesome today in the snow over Denver. Packers over the Bears. Entry pass stolen away by Sokolowski. And the Chargers come back on offense with Connor Sudman running the point. Sudman over to Sokolowski. She looks near side for Peyton Slaughter. Slaughter into the corner for Sudman with 15 on the shot clock. Allen right side of the circle, top of the key. The reverse court to Sudman. Sudman bounces into the paint for Taylor Lamprecht. Out to Slaughter again for 3. Good! Peyton Slaughter's got 9. And it's 22-6. Chargers from beyond the arc on fire. 5 of 6 in the start. McDonald has it top of the key. Far side for Riley Peters, who just checked in. Down to Kopsel with the basket. She uses her height to her advantage, no doubt about it. They will be feeding her often. She's going to make it like that. It's a great play to your post. 22-8. Chargers with the lead and the basketball, but the cross-court pass was stolen by the Trojans and then knocked off that pace by Brianna Allen, so that'll be her first personal foul. Jaden Businger back into the Charger lineup, also checking in. Keegan Held, a 5'3" freshman from Lee, Nebraska. Charger football player making some headlines this week as well. Cameron Davenport went and played at the NAIA Senior Football Classic, and his interception returned for a touchdown, the difference in the game. We'll talk more about that. Baseline drive by Peters, cut off. Worked around to McDonald, who threw it away. Looking down low and just flat out threw it away. Shaylee DeBeer into the lineup. 5'9" freshman from White, South Dakota for the Trojans. She wears number 5. And she's into the action, as is Kalina Asbill for the Chargers. Our 5'3" freshman guard from Reed Springs, Missouri. Maybe a Chiefs fan. Have to check on that. Little wraparound pass down low to Lamprecht. She goes around and under Kopsel. Basket no good. Rebound wrestled away by Walsdorf. Worked ahead by the Trojans. Kopsel, top of the key, will fire along 2, no good. Good rebound by Walsdorf. She's got the putback. This is a good hustle play. Sudman puts the ball up over her head and throws it. Asbill, who gives it right back. Lamprecht looking down low, nothing doing just yet. Asbill will now throw it to Keegan, held. Over to Businger on the wing. They look inside, and Kopsel steps in the passing lane, swats it away. Lex Evans into the lineup for Dakota State, 6'2" junior from Pipestone, Minnesota. Goalie will stay, but 4 fresh for the Chargers. Deitzler, Allen, Slaughter, and Sokolowski. Let's make it a full line change. Sarah Dreckman into the ball game, 5'6" senior from Marcus. Yes, I was joking. I know hockey plays with 5 and a goalie. Down to 3 on the shot clock and a foul. Be whistled against Lex Evans, her first and the team's 3rd. Inbound play to Deitzler, free throw line jumper. Lays up on the rim, off the mark. Slaughter with an offensive rebound and is fouled on the putback. Savannah Walsdorf will pick up her first and the team's 4th. Slaughter's free throw is good. She's already in double figures. It's 23-10. Slaughter's second free throw is good. So for Slaughter, she's got 11 on the night. Maybe putting her sights on a season high, which is 15 coming into tonight. Let's just blow that out of the water. Good perimeter ball movement by the Trojans, and an offensive foul will be called. That'll go against Lex Evans, her second, team's 5th. So the Chargers will go to the line if the opportunity presents itself on a foul here the rest of the quarter. Allen swings near side for Dreckman. Dreckman looks at Deitzler, lobs it to her, who bounces it to Slaughter. Sokolowski over to Allen. Allen to Slaughter, top of the key, little one-handed pass down to the corner for Dreckman, fed inside for Deitzler, reverse lay it up and good, Madeline Deitzler. Dakota State does have a lot of height. Deitzler going to be called upon to slow that down a bit. Pass, lob for the far corner, stolen away by Brianna Allen. 26-10 Briarcliff, 1:13 to play here in the first quarter. We got a foul. A little hip check over in the far corner. That'll go to Walsdorf and be her second. Sydney Fick back in the lineup for Dakota State. So it'll be Peyton Slaughter right back at the free throw line. Her first one is good. 12 first quarter points for Slaughter. Second one for Peyton on the way, and it's no good. 1 of 2, 27-10 Briarcliff. Giles back into the ball game as well. Leading scorer for Dakota State is yet to score, and DeBeer slipped in the far corner as the pass was coming to her. It goes off of her hands and out of bounds as Lamprecht and Asbill check back into the Charger lineup. So Kalina Asbill will run the point. She hands it quickly to Allen and over to Dreckman. Lamprecht fighting for position, but says no, not yet. Let me get some better footing in here. Allen into the free throw line, and she'll be cut down by a foul as she tried to cut through the paint. Shaylee DeBeer will pick up her first. So it'll be Brianna Allen's turn at the free throw line, where the Chargers are 4 of 5 so far. And it's good. Hits the front of the rim and drops right in. She's got 4. Second one for Allen, spot on. Brianna's got 5. Averaging 1.5 a contest, but starts a lot, plays a lot, counted on defensively a lot, and to handle the basketball where she's very good at it. Kalina Asbill picks up her first, team's third of the quarter. 38 seconds to go in quarter number 1. To Giles in the paint. As she's falling away from the basket, she'll get it to go. Good control of her body as she put it up off of the right hand to score. 29-12. 25 seconds to go in the quarter. Over to Sokolowski at the top. She'll put it far side. Right side for Dreckman. Dreckman gets it back from Allen on the wing. Try to throw it cross court. It's knocked down. And last touch by Dakota State, so it'll stay with Briarcliff with 11 on the shot clock and 14 seconds to play in the quarter. Ten seconds. Down to 5 on the shot clock, though. Asbill will drive and look to leave it off to Allen. And it's stolen away. They do call a shot clock violation because Riley Peters was fighting for the basketball but hadn't really truly possessed it yet. So it'll go to Dakota State with 3 seconds left. Chargers have a 29-12 first quarter lead. And a half-court shot is off the mark. Did hit the back of the rim, but to no avail. So at the end of a quarter, it's Briarcliff 29 and Dakota State 12. We'll take a brief pause here on the Charger Sports Network. We'll be right back. After a quarter here at the Newman Flanagan Center on the Charger Sports Network, Briarcliff 29 and Dakota State 12. Peyton Slaughter shows the way with 12 points for Briarcliff. Brianna Allen and Connor Suitman have 5 points each. Madeline Deitzler with 4 and Jaden Businger with 3. For the Dakota State Trojans, being led by Lindsey Vogel, who nailed a 3. 2 each from Morgan Kopsel, Jesse Giles, Ashlyn McDonald, and Savannah Walsdorf. And a free throw from Sydney Fick. Chargers shooting 9 of 15 for 60%, but 5 of 6 beyond the arc, 6 of 7 at the free throw line. Dakota State shooting 5 of 12. Not bad in their own right, actually. 1 of 3 beyond the arc, 1 of 2 at the free throw line. Nice drive and a right-hand lay-in by Olivia Bresky will get some points for the Trojans. Started at the free throw line, took a couple of dribbles to the bucket. Nice direct route. Allen up top with a bounce pass to Suitman in the paint. Suitman will pirouette around a few times and a 3-second violation called against the Chargers. 8 first quarter turnovers for Dakota State against 3 for the Chargers. The assist to turnover ratio in the plus category today for Briarcliff. It was not yesterday and not even close. So I'm sure Coach Power, that's something he and Bailey Purdie talked to their team about going into today as Giles drives, muscles it up and in, the and one coming. That's just a nice drive. Deitzler's first, team's first of the quarter. So it'll be an and one opportunity. Free throw is good. Jesse Giles, a 74% free throw shooter, so she's going to cash in more often than not when given that opportunity. And it's 29-17. Businger thought about stepping into a 3, does not. Suitman takes it and bounces it back to Businger, who will fire for 3. No good off the front of the rim. Ball poked around, and yes, Mr. Referee down on the back side of the basket said, I'm going to need some help. And he gets it. Last touch by a Charger. So the Trojans will have it, trying to cut into this BCU lead. Fick will take a few dribbles at the top of the key, cut off by Allen. McDonald throws far side. Giles thought about a three, won't take it. She's bodied by Allen. Open at the free throw line. Lindsey Vogel shot off the mark. Rebound bounced into the hands of Connor Sudman, where she'll work it up. Sudman goes coast to coast. Left side, lay in good. Connor Sudman, she's got 7. Giles back quickly for Dakota State. Stopping at the free throw line. She'll pump it out far side. High arcing three by Vogel is off the mark. Saved in by Dakota State, but right to Deitzler. Deitzler tried to lead Peyton Slaughter on the far side, but threw it into the bleachers. Had the right idea. No falter for Byatt trying to be aggressive on the fast break. Eight minutes to play, first half. 31-17 Chargers. A 5-2 Dakota State run to start the second quarter. Ball loose and pulled out of the air by Bresky after she tried to pass it away, but she had a Nike on the end line. And it'll go to Briarcliff. So Deitzler will bounce it in, and Slaughter will pick it up as she looks at Coach Power for the play. That's what they're going to do. Allen on the wing to Businger at the point. Businger with a chest pass over to Allen, back to Businger. Allen catches with 15 on the shot clock to Peyton Slaughter. Slaughter drives and dumps it into the corner for Businger. Businger right back to Slaughter, who's open for the lay-in. Peyton Slaughter with 14. Her career high here at Briarcliff in her freshman season is 15, so we're going to root for her to make that as high as possible today. Bresky looked down low and threw it away to the Chargers. Riley Peters back into the Trojan lineup. Morgan Kopsil as well. So it'll be BCU basketball. Slaughter set to run the play. Slaughter fires for three up top. No good. And they'll probably tag Businger on the foul here as she went in to try to get a rebound, but knocked over the Trojans' Riley Peters. Be her second, team's second. Shannon Sokolowski get ready to check back into the Charger lineup. 33-17, 7 minutes to go here in the first half. Lobbed into Kopsil. She wants to go up and over Businger. Does so. And will draw on Businger for her third foul. Team's third. That'll put Kopsil on the free throw line. She's pretty good from there. 72% on the season. Team's second leading scorer. That comes off the bench at 13.4 points per game. Free throw is good for Morgan. She's got 3. And the second free throw coming up. Free throw is good. She hits them both. 4 points for Morgan Kopsil. 33-19 ball game, and it's stolen away. Riley Peters, or check that, not Peters, Sydney Fick with a steal. Leaves it off for Peters, who throws to the cutting Kopsil. Left-hand lay-in, good. Morgan Kopsil did a great job of just using the center of the floor and really the space that was given to her to be open for the lay-in. 33-21 game, Charger lead is 12. Sokolowski across the top. Brianna Allen, back to Shannon Sokolowski. Bounce down low, and losing her footing is Deitzler and losing the basketball out of bounds, and Coach Power wants a timeout. A little bit of contact down there between Kopsil and Deitzler, but they're probably going to do that all day. I'd say a pretty good call by the refereeing crew to let that one go. Want to let them play a little bit under the basket. Chargers shooting 11 of 19 for 58%. 5 of 8 beyond the arc, 6 of 7 at the free throw line. Dakota State 8 of 17 for 47%, 1 of 4 beyond the arc, and 4 of 5 at the free throw line. As we're talking a little bit about the NAIA Senior Football Classic, Briarcliff's Cameron Davenport with a big play. He intercepted a pass at the 2-yard line and returned it 70 yards. His team capitalized on the turnover with a touchdown and took the lead and eventually won 31-28. Cameron was down in Savannah, Georgia for that. Of course, Davenport was a terrific wide receiver for the Briarcliff football team this year, but then had a hand injury and moved over and played defense, where he had a couple of interceptions for the Chargers, had 25 tackles and a fumble recovery. He was very, very darn good. Into Copso for another basket. She's got 8, so congrats to Cameron Davenport on representing Briarcliff's football team and doing it well down in Savannah, Georgia. Sokolowski in the paint, steps around Copso, left-hand lay-in, no good. And then Copso will get bumped into and fouled, I believe by Deitzler. Her second, team's fourth. Taylor Lamprecht back into the lineup for Madeline Deitzler with 5:54 to play in the first half. Peyton Slaughter still leading the way, 14 for the Chargers. Connor Sudman has 10. Worked around at Giles, top of the key. And a 3-second violation called against Morgan Copso. I know I haven't seen it twice in a game this season. Maybe seen it called once, but been called twice already today, so Post players have to be well aware that that is going to be called by this refereeing crew today. Sokolowski on the drive and traveled. She went up with the basketball. Fick put a hand on it. She came back down with it. So that's a travel as Sarah Dreckman checks back into the BCU lineup. Thrown across the court. Peters open for 3. Swish. Riley Peters with a high arcing 3. So it's 33-26 just like that. Trojans have got themselves back into the game. Ball popped loose. Allen will retreat to pick it up, where Peters kind of knocked her off the ball a bit. It's a jump ball, possession arrow to Briarcliff. Chargers with the basketball to Sudman. She will leave it off to Slaughter. Slaughter drives. Basket no good. Goes over to the Trojans with 4:41 to play. 33-26 is your score. Peters. Throw it back up top to McDonald. She'll look near side for Giles, who wants to throw it back to the point and does so to Ashlyn McDonald. They look inside. The Charger interior defense playing pretty well. Now it's thrown away. They were looking for Sydney Fick and would have maybe needed Manute Bull to catch that one. Just too high. 4:23 to go in the half. 33-26. We'll have our Square Tire halftime show for you. We'll run down all the stats for you as we work our way through this one. Then the Chargers will turn their attention to Sterling College coming up on Thursday. Sterling of Kansas, a national tournament participant, quite a bit. They're ranked number 18 right now. Allen open for 3. Good, Brianna Allen. 8 for Allen on a couple of threes, and it's 36-26, lead back to 10 for the Chargers. Giles on the right wing, looking inside at Bresky, but she is all covered up. Pass goes through the paint off the hands of Sydney Fick, but last touched by Bresky and out of bounds to the Chargers. Lindsey Vogel back into the Dakota State lineup. Morgan Kopsa will check in as well. Morgan's got 8 points, leading scorer for her team. (36-26) ball game. Slaughter brings it up and works it to Allen, over to Dreckman. Swung far side for Allen. He just hit a 3 on the near wing, and another 3-second violation called. So that will turn the ball over to the Trojans. 3:25 and counting first half. And we'll have the Holiday Classic here at the Newman Flanagan Center. Welcoming in 5 different clubs. The ball goes out of bounds off of Jesse Giles' hands to the Chargers. Morningside's women will be here, as well as Mayville and Valley City. Actually, more than 5, sorry. Then we'll have Presentation College in on the men's side, along with Hastings. Be a little round-robin tournament. Minus Briarcliff won't play Morningside. Hastings won't play Briarcliff. Allen for a long 3, no good. Morgan Kopsel with the rebound. Kopsel thought about a 3 and traveled. Thought about it just a tad too long. So it'll be Valley City and Mayville, Morningside and Briarcliff on the women's side, Waldorf and Presentation, Hastings and Briarcliff on the men's side. So the Morningside women will play at 1 o'clock each day. The Hastings men will play at 3 o'clock each day, followed by the Briarcliff women and the Briarcliff men. 5:30, 7:30 for the Chargers both days. Travel by the Chargers. Women will play Mayville on the 28th, Valley City on the 29th. Men will play Waldorf on the 28th and Presentation on the 29th. We'll have it all right here. All 8 games here on the Charger Sports Network. Pass batted down by Sudman. Stolen away by Keegan-Held. She'll stop at the free throw line. Asbell wants a 3. Steps into it. No good. Ball poked around into the hands of Shayla DeBeer, who will bring it up. Or Shaylee DeBeer for the Trojans, but she's knocked off her dribble by Kalina Asbell. That'll be her second, team's 5th. So we'll have some free throws here for Shaylee DeBeer, who's 7 of 8 at the free throw line so far. Free throw is no good. Second one for DeBeer is good. She rattles it home. 36-27. Chargers have the lead. Being outscored in this quarter, though, 14-7. And that's what's helped put Dakota State back in this game. Across the top for Walsdorf. Back near for Courtney Menning. Seeing some action. Lindsey Vogel drives and lost it. I was trying to see if they were going to change it. Looked like it went off a Trojan, but not so. So they'll keep it. With an inbounds play far side, it's overthrown. As Menning had to go up top to get it. Menning will bring it and throw it into Kopsel. Got behind Dreckman. Dreckman will have to foul her to throw her off the plane of the shot, and she will. Dreckman's first foul, but double bonus for the last 129 for the Trojans. First free throw is good. Second one is off the mark, no good. Lamprecht with the rebound. And she's going to be fouled by Courtney Menning. Just the first foul of the second quarter committed by the Trojans. As Peyton Slaughter looks to work it up the floor. Crossing the half-court stripe quickly. Slaughter dumps it out. Sudman open for three. Top of the key. Swish. Sudman for three. 39-28 Chargers. Another target from downtown for Briarcliff. Into Kopsel, and they're going to call a foul. Be Dreckman's second. Free throw is, oh, good. Hit the front of the rim, bounced around a little bit, and then fell through. Morgan Kopsel's second free throw is good as well. So she's had a terrific first half with 11 points. 39-30 with a minute to play. Here in the first half, Square Tire halftime show coming up as Allen puts it into the corner for Slaughter. Slaughter looks baseline, now drives back out of it. Lamprecht bounces to Dreckman. Dreckman to Allen. Allen in the corner. Sudman open for three. No good. She follows her shot to try to get it. Squirts back out of bounds. Last touch by Courtney Menning of the Trojans. And Allen will do the inbounding with 43.7 seconds remaining in the first half of play. Sudman will crisscross her dribble a little bit. Slaughter back to Connor Sudman. Sudman will back it up. Allen has hit a couple of threes already today. Dreckman to Sudman at the elbow. Out to Slaughter. Slaughter to Sudman. She's open for three. She'll fire, and it's good. Sudman for three, and it's 42-30 Briarcliff in the waning 20 seconds. Vogel for the answer for three. Good. High arcing three by Lindsey Vogel. 42-33. Sudman with 10 seconds. Look to bounce to Allen, stolen away by Menning. Menning, right side, lay-in. Menning, good. Menning with the lay-in, and that's the end of the first half. Briarcliff 42. And Dakota State's Trojans 35. But a big second quarter by the Trojans has helped them cut the lead to 7. It's been as many as 17, I think, was the biggest lead of the day. But it's 42-35. As we go to halftime, we'll take a timeout. We'll collect all the stats for you. We'll be right back on the Charger Sports Network at bcuchargers.com. Back at the Newman Flanagan Center here on the Chargers Sports Network at BCUChargers.com. I'm JB, glad to be with you here today as we bring you some non-conference basketball before the holiday season. Still one game to go before we get to the holiday break. Chargers 42-35 over Dakota State's Trojans. Well played first half because it was really a case of the Chargers controlled the first quarter and the Trojans controlled the second quarter. The bump in the first quarter by Briarcliff, just the difference at this point. 42-35, leading scorers on the day. Connor Sudman with 16 for BCU. Peyton Slaughter with 14. Brianna Allen with 8. And Madeline Deitzler with 4. Dakota State, meanwhile, I believe every player but one that has been in the game has contributed. 10 players have scored out of the 13 on the roster for Dakota State here today, and I love seeing that. Love everybody getting involved, but it's Morgan Kopsel with 11. Lindsey Vogel with 6. Jesse Giles with 5. Riley Peters hit a 3. Ashlyn McDonald, Courtney Menning, Olivia Bresky, Savannah Walsdorf all have 2. Shaylee DeBeer has a free throw, as does Sydney Fick. Chargers shooting 14 of 27 for 52%. Dakota State shooting lights out as well. 12 of 21 for 57%. Briarcliff 8 of 14 beyond the arc. Dakota State 3 of 6 from the free throw line. Trojans 8 of 11. Chargers 6 of 7. Rebounding advantage to BCU 12 to 11. 4 offensive rebounds for Briarcliff. 2 offensive rebounds for Dakota State. 9 assists, 14 turnovers for Briarcliff. 5 assists, 16 turnovers for the Trojans. Bench scoring 19-0 for Dakota State. As we said, everybody that's been in has contributed in some way, shape, or form for Coach David Moe's team. Points in the paint tied at 10. Second chance points 8-2 Briarcliff. Points off the turnover 17-15 for Briarcliff. Connor Sudman with 16 points. That leads the Chargers. Jaden Businger's 3 rebounds and 2 assists lead the Chargers in those categories. Kopso with 11 for the Trojans. That leads the scoring. Walsdorf with 3 rebounds, McDonald with 2 assists. So balance for the Trojans has been the key, and the starters scoring for the Chargers has been the key to this point. So we'll look for some bench help for Briarcliff. Chargers will be back at it coming up on Thursday night against Sterling College out of Kansas. Sterling will be in as they make a little northern trip before the holiday break. As they will, they've got a couple of games here in the upper Midwest, we'll call it. They take a look at the Sterling Warriors. They come here to Briarcliff, and then they play Dakota State. So that's how their little road trip will be. They beat Tabor College yesterday. 64-63. They're 10-3 on the campaign, playing well. They did lose big to Concordia and College of Ozarks to start the season, but have played well inside the KCAC conference. So that'll be a very formidable opponent for the Charger. Good team, 10-3 are the Sterling College Warriors. So we'll see them on Thursday night against the Chargers, 16th ranked team in the country. Then the Chargers will shut it down for the holidays before coming back against Mayville State and Valley City on the 28th and the 29th, when Briarcliff will host the Holiday Classic. Chargers will play Mayville Saturday, Valley City on Sunday. So Morningside College will play Valley City Saturday and Mayville on Sunday. Then it's presentation in Waldorf on the men's side. It'll be a presentation in Hastings at 3 o'clock on the 28th. Then Waldorf and the Charger men. Then the next day, Hastings will take on Waldorf, and Briarcliff will take on presentation. So a lot of basketball on the 28th and 29th. A good opportunity for you to come out and watch some holiday hoops here at the Newman Flanagan Center, especially if you're a Charger fan, or Morningside women's team will be here, obviously. So take a little break from all the bowl games. Iowa State and Notre Dame will be a big game on the 28th at 11 o'clock, so you can see that, then still get out here in time to watch the Mustangs and stay for the Chargers and have a little fun. That's definitely the way to do it. Hawkeyes play on the 27th on that Friday night in the Holiday Bowl against the USC Trojans. So, excuse me, just a fun time of the year. We get ready to start the second half. Chargers again playing without Alyssa Carley, who's turned into a vocal leader here for the BCU team. The senior out of Trainer, Iowa. Definitely want to get her back healthy, and she's moving with the aid of crutches here and a big boot, a walking boot on her right foot. So I believe it was an ankle injury yesterday. Happened early on in the game against College of St. Mary's, so obviously wishing Alyssa the best to get back into this Charger lineup as quickly as possible. Underway now in the second half. Dakota State's Trojans will have the ball first with their starting lineup on the floor against BCU's starting five. Three-pointer for Fick to start the scoring. No good. It goes out of bounds and was not touched by anyone, so it will go to Briarcliff, but a good look to get things started. And Peyton Slaughter will hustle it up the floor, working on a 14-point day. She and Connor Sudman have been the scorers. Sudman averaging 14-9. She's already got 16. So she's playing lights out. Slaughter lost the basketball and then commits a foul after Ashlyn McDonald got the steal. Slaughter's first and the team's first of the second half. Big upset in the NFL today. The Falcons get a last-second touchdown catch by Julio Jones to knock off the Niners. So that top-heavy NFC conference is wide open with that number one seed in mind. Stolen away by BCU. We'll run down some of the scores for you in case you missed it. Fed into Deitzler. Deitzler takes a dribble, works towards the basket. It rolls away. She gets the offensive rebound. It's blocked away by Fick. Trojans can cut further into the lead. McDonald knocked off her dribble by a foul. I think it'll be Allen. It will be Brianna Allen, her second. It's the Buccaneers 38-17 over the Lions. Chiefs big over the Broncos, 23-3 today. Packers hold off the Bears as the Chargers get the steal. Businger works the center of the floor. Businger will stop and push it ahead to Allen in the corner. But the Packers have an outside shot at the number one seed now, but they got to win at U.S. Bank next weekend to win the outright division title. Deitzler muscles up over Bresky, no good. Gets her own rebound out to Allen for three from up top. Good. Brianna Allen's got 11. Allen well over her season high of 5 with 11 already, so Brianna Allen will rewrite the record books a little bit under her name today. Offensive foul whistled against the Trojans. That'll go to Sydney Fick, her first. Patriots beat the Bengals big today, 34-13. Giants 36-20 over the Dolphins, and maybe what Eli Manning's final game in MetLife Stadium. Seahawks held off the Panthers 30-24. Texans over the Titans, taking a step towards winning that division title, 24-21. Eagles over the Redskins 37-27. Trying to keep pace with the Cowboys. So Cardinals over the Browns, Jags over the Raiders in their final game at Oakland Coliseum. Sudman open for three. She'll fire and score. Sudman with 19. Was the Falcons over the Niners and the Cowboys big over the Rams. So the Cowboys and Eagles both at 7-7 for that NFC East championship. Giles steps into the paint and throws it out top. Vogel followed about a three, steps in, takes a two and splashes it home. She's got 8. Peyton Slaughter leaves it off for Businger to Sudman. And over to Brianna Allen, 48-37, 7:22 to go third quarter. Sudman twirls around a little bit, doesn't do anything with it. Almost thrown away. Allen looked to give it right back to Sudman, but she was trying to work towards the basket without the ball. Knocked out of bounds. Briarcliff keeps it. Slaughter will put it back in play. Slaughter finds Brianna Allen, who bounces inside to Deitzler. Deitzler blocked down by Kopsel, but Kopsel didn't have her feet set, so she will get the personal foul. And it'll be Madeline Deitzler at the free throw line. Deitzler's first free throw is good. And defensively for Copsill, had her feet been set, that's a beautiful block shot. Second one is no good, off the mark. Slaughter set to inbound for Briarcliff, does so to Sudman, and oh, she traveled, darn it, she had a wide open lane. (49-37). We're ready to put it back in play with Bresky. Getting some full court Charger pressure. Walsdorf makes the catch, looking at a double team, but she'll get rid of it to McDonald. McDonald wants to throw it up and over the defense. Copsill with a catch. Nice touch pass, but blocked down by Sudman, and it'll be out of bounds to the Chargers. Lindsey Vogel ran out of room in the corner. So Slaughter wants to hustle it up for the Briarcliff, crossing the half-court stripe. Allen throws over to Sudman, thought about stepping into a three, but won't. Allen into the corner, Sudman thought about another three, won't take it. Right back to Connor Sudman, looking baseline. Won't go there, she'll retreat back towards the top for Slaughter. Over to Businger, down to 7 on the shot clock. Allen starts to drive, out to Slaughter. Slaughter high arcing three, in and out, no good. Copsill with the rebound and traveled with it. Little indecisive on where she wanted the outlet pass to go. So it'll be a turnover to the Chargers, 21st turnover of the day, whistled against Dakota State. Slaughter throws it in, Businger open for three, won't take it. She'll hop in and take a long jumper, top of the key, no good. Sudman tried to knock it out of bounds off of Copsill, but goes off of Connor instead. Dakota State will have it. Full court pressure continues by the Chargers. Walsdorf will break it with a dribble, crossing the half-court stripe and working top of the key to Bresky. Bresky stops inside the paint. Bresky retreats out of the paint now as Slaughter tries to go for the steal, but stepped out of bounds in the process. 6 minutes to go, third quarter, 49-37. Bresky stopped on her drive. Push to Peters. Up top, three-pointer on the way for DeBeer. No good. High rebound. Poked around, not pulled down by anybody, and last touch by a Trojan. So it'll go the Chargers' way. And it's bounced into Slaughter. Slaughter dribbling up top. The face full of Riley Peters, playing very tight, good defense. Hand it off to Allen. To Slaughter in the near corner. Slaughter looking for a Deitzler screen, doesn't use it. Deitzler retreats back onto the low block. Thrown to Allen, she collects it. Businger looks to fire it into Deitzler, is knocked away from behind, stolen by Bresky. Bresky takes the center of the floor, turns, has the trailer. Copsill, top of the key, jumper good. She's got 13. Timeout on the floor by the Trojans. 49-39 is your score. 5:11 to play, third quarter. Chargers have the lead on the Charger Sports Network here at BCUChargers.com. Go to BCUChargers.com. You get everything you need information-wise for the Chargers. Basketball, football, soccer, track and field, wrestling, volleyball, It's all there. Baseball, softball, not too far away, really, when you think about it. Baseball team will be in action as well as the softball team early February. They'll have to do some traveling to do so, obviously, but they'll get some games in as soon as the NAIA says you can play. They pretty much do. 49-39 ball game as Slaughter hustles the near side of the floor, working towards the center. 5 minutes to play, third quarter. Businger holds in the corner. She's going to take a dribble and bounce it down to Deitzler, out to Slaughter, over to Businger, back down to Deitzler. Deitzler twirls around in the paint, nothing doing. Businger traveled. Stepped into the drive a little early and didn't commit with the basketball. So it's Trojan balls. They try to cut it back into single digits here. Peters on the near wing. They work it into Kopsel. Back out to Peters. She is open for three. No good. Sudman with the rebound for Briarcliff, her fourth rebound of the day. Allen back to Connor Sudman. Back over to Allen. Slaughter will touch it momentarily to Businger. Back to Allen up top. Businger drives baseline. Look to throw it out into the corner where it's intercepted by Savannah Walsdorf, and now a foul by Businger. Will bring in Sokolowski off the bench. That'll be Businger's fourth. Team's third of the quarter. Walsdorf flips it into DeBeer. Back to Walsdorf. Walsdorf comes to a stop, right side of the circle, top of the key. To Bresky. Bresky thought about taking a jumper, but doesn't. DeBeer thought about it as well, drives instead, steps into the paint, left-handed shot, well off the mark. Sokolowski with a rebound. And Kalina Asbill will work it up for Briarcliff, going far side for Allen. Allen back to the point where it's almost stolen. Jump ball called. Good job defensively by Riley Peters to put her hands out and on the basketball. Didn't touch anything else. She'll get the jump ball. So via the possession arrow, the Trojans have it. 3:45 to play here in the quarter. And tipped out of bounds by the Charger defense, so Dakota State will keep it with 24 on the shot clock. And they'll buzz in Taylor Lamprecht and Keegan Held for the Charger 5 in place of Allen and Deitzler. So it'll be inbounds play for the Trojans. Giles drives left, and an off-balance shot. Boy, it looked like she was the one that created the contact, but she'll get it instead. Lamprecht's first, team's fourth, but a shooting foul coming. And the first one is off the mark for Jesse Giles. Giles' second attempt, though, is good. She's got 6. Scores about 16 a game, so the Chargers doing a good job of keying on her defensively. Keegan Held takes one dribble off to Connor Sudman. Sokolowski at the point will bring it right side and look back to the point for Keegan Held. Sudman drives left baseline. Her shot is off the mark, gets her own rebound. Shot is off the mark. She's fouled. I believe it'll go to Sydney Fick, who is playing defense underneath at will. Her second, team's third of the quarter. Sudman's free throw is good, and she has 20. 50-40 ball game. And make it 21 as she hits both. 51-40, Briarcliff trying to keep that lead hovering around double figures. They were an 85-73 winner the first time these two teams played. And a travel by Riley Peters will send it back to the Chargers. As Kalina Asbill will run the point as she hustles into the front court. Sudman near side for Sokolowski, who makes the catch and tries to bounce through heavy traffic to Sokolowski or to Lamprecht where it's stolen. Sokolowski runs it back down, though, stolen back by Briarcliff. Asbill over to Keegan Held. Held will bring it to Sudman at the top of the key. She looks right, bounces to Asbill. She'll hand it off to Held, who traveled. And Brianna Allen, Peyton Slaughter, Jaden Businger, and Madeline Deitzler will all check into the lineup. Connor Sudman will stay. And a double dribble called against Ashlyn McDonald will turn it back over to the Chargers. Hasn't been the sharpest third quarter for either of these two teams, and their coaches would concur. Deitzler gets the inbound, floats a little bit out from underneath the basket and scores. She's got 7. It's an overall score of 11-5 here in the third quarter. Both coaches might welcome that third quarter break just to take the dry erase board and start fresh. Baseline drive by Walsdorf, cut out far side. Giles for 3, partially blocked down by Sudman. Giles gets it back and lays it up and in. She just had some really nice position on the block off the touch pass. 53-42. Allen across the top for Jaden Businger. That's Allen again with the dribble. Brianna Allen with 11 points. Season high for Allen. Sudman traveled, took an extra step on the way to the basket. Coach Power thought she got bumped off of that drive attempt, but he was chewing the ear of the referee that was not looking at the play because that wasn't his zone to be looking. So he'll work on the other one. Didn't really get an answer. Not sure he was going to anyway. Nice cut by Giles. She shoots around Sudman, but it's no good, and it's rebounded by Slaughter. Slaughter has Allen on the wing, and Allen will make the catch, but work it back towards the top with 60 seconds to play in the quarter. Chargers up 53-42. Allen steps around a dribble, or a defender with the dribble, and the lay-in good, and it's a new career high for Peyton Slaughter with 16. 55-42. Menning gets rid of it. Giles has it in the far corner, double teamed by Deitzler and Sudman. Cross-court pass has an open shooter. Walsdorf for 3, no good. Ball just kind of died as it hit the junction of the glass and the rim and fell straight down to Madeline Deitzler, where she'll collect her 4th rebound. Slaughter works the center of the floor. She'll slow it up for Allen. 20 seconds to go in the quarter. A foul called against Ashlyn McDonald. Her first, team's 4th. Morgan Kopsel into the lineup for the Trojans. Sudman collects the inbounds play as the shot clock is off for the third quarter. 55-42. Sudman with 8. Down to 6 and 5. Down to 4, and she lost the handle. Walsdorf for the steal. She'll fire from half court, and it's no good. And that's how we go to the end of the third quarter and into the fourth. Briarcliff 55, Dakota State 42. We'll be right back with the start of the fourth quarter on the Charger Sports Network at bcuchargers.com. Back at the Newman Flanagan Center, start of the fourth quarter. Chargers 55, Trojans 42. Connor Sudman with 21 to lead BCU. Peyton Slaughter with 16. Brianna Allen with 11. Madeline Deitzler with 7. That's your Chargers scoring. Three-pointer up top for McDonald, off the mark, no good. 10 Trojans have scored, led by Morgan Kopso with 13. Jesse Giles with 8 as Slaughter throws it away. Giles with the steal. Slaughter steals it back, muscles it up over Giles, and collects the personal foul. That'll be just her first. So it'll be Slaughter at the free throw line. Just 4 of 5 from there tonight. Chargers 9 of 11 at the free throw line for the evening. Free throw is good, hits front of the rim, rolls home. She's got 17. Second one for Slaughter is good, and she's got 18, well over her 6.5 points per game average, but Chargers again playing without Alyssa Carly at 11.2 points per game, and the senior leader on this team, so others have definitely stepped up. Two of the freshmen making excellent contributions. Giles for 3, good. Giles has 11. 57-45. Sudman across the top to Businger. 8:40 to go in the game. Businger will turn, bounce down to Deitzler. Deitzler's shot is off the mark, and she's bodied off the shot by Kopsel. Vogel will take it all the way, left-hand lay, and no good. Rebounded by Madeline Deitzler, her 5th rebound of the day. Businger will hold it up over her head and bounce it into the corner for Connor Sudman. She gets a Deitzler screen. Now she wants to fire for 3. It's no good. Deitzler with a good offensive rebound. She's poked at and fouled by Lindsey Vogel for her first, team's second. Coach Bauer wants a timeout, so he'll be granted that wish and still have 4 to go. 57-45 with 8:10 to go here in the ball game. Chargers have the lead. Sudman's shot is off the mark. Loose ball run down by Allen in the backcourt on the chains of possession. So Allen will work it back up. Slaughter back to Brianna Allen, 7:50 to go in the game. Chargers enjoying a 12-point lead. Bounced into Deitzler. Deitzler muscles in around Kopsel. Shot no good. Slaughter fights for the rebound and wins. Slaughter's 5th rebound. She's tried to pump it into the corner. Shot blocked up in the air. It's a game of hot potato. Slaughter wins it. Sudman thought about a 3, won't take it as she keeps her dribble. Down to 7 on the shot clock. Allen with 5, with 4 to Businger. Businger muscles it to Sudman, who shoots it as the shot clock expiring. No good, and a jump ball between Kopsel and Deitzler, but the possession arrow favors Dakota State. Sarah Dreckman into the Charger lineup. DeBeer works it up. Stopping and going with the dribble, almost lost the handle. Being poked at furiously by the Charger defense. Peters drives left. She's cut off by Deitzler, who jumps straight up in the air just to make her know that she's there. Allen commits the bump foul, her 3rd. Riceland Comstock will check in for BCU, the 5'9" freshman from South Sioux City, Nebraska. Thrown in to Riley Peters, who will take one dribble along the right wing. Wants to lob it in, well short, stolen away by Deitzler. 53 turnovers combined by these two teams today. Down to Deitzler, who's fouled on her way in. That'll be Kopsel's third. So it'll be Madeline Deitzler at the free throw line with 7 this evening. Shannon Sokolowski in for Jaden Businger. Deitzler's free throw is good. Hits front of the rim, rolls in. She'll get one more. She's got 8. And make it 9. Deitzler hits both, and Lamprecht will give her a break. Kalina Asbill will give Peyton Slaughter a break. So 4 scorers have done it all for the Chargers tonight. Allen, Sudman, Slaughter, and Deitzler. Ball loose on the deck, and jump ball will be called. 2 bodies go to the floor. Referees do a great job of a quick whistle, and it goes back to the Chargers on the jump. Chargers with the ball. Sokolowski up near the center circle. She picks it up a little early. Dreckman's there on the right wing to get it. Bounce down to Lamprecht. She'll back her way in. Turns. Hook shot is knocked out of the air, but the offensive rebound, or the Bryceland Comstock pulled it out of the air and went right back up with it. Savannah Walsdorf will pick up her third, team's 4th. And Bryceland Comstock will provide the first points off the bench today for the Charger women. Let's make it 2. Off the front of the rim, no good. Lamprecht with a rebound. Bounces through the paint to Dreckman, whose basket is good. Good rebound and pass through the paint. 62-45 Briarcliff with 6 minutes to play. Thrown to Kopsil. She turns, has Riley Peters open for 3. Peters fires and scores. Riley Peters with 6, both on 3-pointers. As Kalina Asbill will zigzag her way up the floor, leaving it off for Sokolowski over to Comstock. Back to Shannon Sokolowski and up top for Dreckman. Dreckman to the elbow for Asbill and threw it right into the hands of Morgan Kopsil, who pushes it ahead to Peters. Right-hand lay-in for Peters. Off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound for Walsdorf. Walsdorf will turn and shoot it again, no good. Sokolowski with a rebound. Briarcliff will settle in the front court with Dreckman. Comstock open in the corner, but she doesn't get it to her. Feeds it down to Lamprecht instead. Out to Sokolowski, who drives and didn't intentionally throw it into the corner for Comstock for 3, no good, but it ended up there, and then Asbill bumps into McDonald for the personal foul. Her third, team's second. Line change for BCU. It's the starting 5 back in. Sudman, Allen, Slaughter, Businger, and Deitzler for BCU. Sydney Fick will throw it in for the Trojans, and McDonald will face a little bit of loose pressure from Slaughter, but back to McDonald at the top of the key. Fed to the high post for Bresky. Bresky goes towards the basket. High off the window, no good. Foul should be coming to Sydney Fick, and it is. Fick's third, team's 5th. So that'll put the Chargers at the line for the rest of the day, leading 62-48. And they've been very efficient at the free throw line, 14 of 17. Efficient beyond the arc as well, though, at 10 of 19. Connor Sudman's free throw is good. She's got 22. And 63-48. Second one after a big bend of the knees and a swish. 23 for Sudman. Might have a shot at her career high 30. We'll see. Could have, like we said, some free throw attempts coming here as this game rolls on. 16-point Charger lead thrown away. Stolen. Eventually collected by Slaughter, who threw it away. Fick with the steal. Fick pushes to Peters. She's got left side and lays it up and in. Nice play by Riley Peters. Kind of continued her path as the defender ran through, and it's 64-50. Three-pointer from Slaughter from the corner hits the side of the backboard. That's off the mark. It's rebounded by McDonald for Dakota State to Giles. Giles, and that's a travel. She went up with the basketball, came back down with it. Got popped a little bit by the Chargers. Good defense there. Love the attitude of Coach David Moe. He is a positive thinking guy. Always rooting on his team. Love seeing that by a coach. He does it very well. Done it all game. Like the philosophy. 3:45 and counting. 64-50. Down to 9 on the shot clock. Allen will drive. She bounces it into Deitzler, whose shot is up and good. Deitzler didn't have to think twice about stealing it, or about shooting it. Fourth Charger in double figures on the day. 66-50 with 3:25 to go. Giles kicks it off far side. McDonald for three. No good. Rebound right to Giles, whose putback is no good. It rolls out. Sudman with a rebound, her sixth. She'll leave it off for Peyton Slaughter and over to Brianna Allen. Allen bounces to Jaden Businger. Businger bounces inside to Deitzler. Deitzler comes to a stop. Almost taken away. Slaughter pops it back to Businger. Businger looks near side for Sudman, who drives baseline. Stops, pops, shoots, scores. Sudman with 25. 68-50 Briar Cliff. McDonald looks to feed it inside, does so to Fick, who turns around and shoots quickly with the right hand and scores. And a timeout by Coach David Moe and Dakota State, a full timeout. So we'll take a breather as well. 2:38 to play, 68-52 Chargers on the Charger Sports Network at BCUChargers.com. Back at the Newman Flanagan Center on the Charger Sports Network at BCUChargers.com. Briar Cliff enjoying a 68-52 lead over the visiting Trojans of Dakota State. A handful of non-conference games remaining for the Chargers. Actually, three more after this: Sterling, Mayville, and Valley City, before we turn the calendar to 2020, and then it's all Great Plains Athletic Conference basketball. Fourth-ranked Hastings in town on the 2nd for a men's-women's doubleheader. Then the Chargers will host Midland. Actually, no, that one's been changed, I think. I know there was a change in the Midland schedule. I believe it was Midland. We had to change the home date and away date for that, but don't have to worry about that right now. Giles' second will put Connor Sudman on the free throw line, working on a 25-point day. Make it 26 as she rattles it home. Sudman's second is good. You know, regardless of what she does on the first free throw, the second one is usually always a swish or spot on. She definitely makes a nice adjustment, and an offensive foul called against Ashlyn McDonald will be her second. That'll give the ball back to the Chargers with 2:25 to play. So Slaughter will work it up the floor against some loose Giles pressure, trying to force her back to the middle of the floor, but Allen's standing there to help her out. Slaughter bounces back to Allen. Allen back to Slaughter. Slaughter back to Allen. They're just playing keep away. Sudman gets into the action. She lost the handle as she tried to turn it into the paint. Bresky will leave it for Fick for a long three. Good. Sydney Fick for three. She's got 6. And it's 70-55 with a minute 45 and counting. Slaughter dumps it off to Businger. Businger kicks it right in front of the basket where Madeline Deitzler is standing. She's got her 13th point. And it's 72-55. 90 seconds to go. Thrown up top. McDonald ends up with it over to Walsdorf. Waldorf steps through a double team, no good. Squirts out to the Chargers. So Slaughter will work it up for Briarcliff. She'll pop it far side for Allen, up to Connor Sudman. Sudman to Businger. Deitzler open underneath, and she'll take the advantage for 2 points. She's got 15. 74-55, just passing the 1 minute mark. Into Fick. Fick will bounce it back up top. Another three on the way for Walsdorf, no good. Offensive rebound and putback for Sydney Fick. Ball fell right to her, and CCL will take it. 74-57, Sudman almost lost it. Gathers the dribble back in as she gets across the half-court stripe. She'll bring it back up towards the center circle. 30 seconds now to play. She goes across the top to Brianna Allen. Over to Slaughter. Down to 7 on the shot clock. Slaughter will leave it off for Businger. Businger drives. Her shot is blocked by Sydney Fick. Fick has an open lane to the basket, but it's tipped out from behind by Connor Sudman with 16.8 seconds left. Inbounds play to Giles, who works into the paint. Fakes right and goes the other way, left to the basket. Make it 74-59. 10 seconds to go. And Peyton Slaughter will just dribble it out for Briarcliff on a nice victory here. Final score here at the Newman Flanagan Center. Briarcliff University 74. And Dakota State's Trojans 59. Briarcliff improves to 3-9 on the season. Dakota State falls to 2-8. And it's time for our One-Eye Jacks postgame report here on the Charger Sports Network at bcuchargers.com. Final scoring for Briarcliff here today. Connor Sudman leads the way with 27 points. Career high for Peyton Slaughter. She finished with 18. Madeline Deitzler with 15. Brianna Allen with 11. Sarah Dreckman had a deuce. And Bryceland Comstock had a basket or a free throw as well. For the Dakota State Trojans, they have, I believe it was 10 on the night. Led by Jesse Giles and Morgan Kopsa with 13 points apiece. Then they had Lindsey Vogel, Riley Peters, and Sydney Fick with 8. Ashlyn McDonald, Courtney Menning, Olivia Bresky, and Savannah Walsdorf all had 2, and a free throw came from Shaylee DeBeer for the 59 total points for the Dakota State Trojans. Briarcliff shoots 23 of 51 for 45%, 10 of 20 beyond the arc, and 18 of 21 at the free throw line. Dakota State 22 of 48, that's good for 46%. 6 of 19 beyond the arc, 9 of 13 at the free throw line. Rebounding advantage to Briarcliff, 30-25, with 11 offensive rebounds for the Chargers this evening. 6 offensive rebounds for Dakota State. 16 assists, 29 turnovers for Briarcliff. 9 assists, 31 turnovers for Dakota State. 12 steals for the Cliff, 14 for the Trojans. Bench scoring, 26-3 in favor of Dakota State. Points in the paint, 22-20 in favor of Dakota State. Second chance points, 15-6 for the Chargers, and points off of turnover, 26-23 for Briarcliff. Connor Sudman with 27 points, high scorer on the night. Jaden Businger with 6 rebounds and 4 assists to lead Briarcliff in both of those categories. Next up for the Chargers will be the Sterling College Warriors coming up on Thursday here on the Charger Sports Network. It'll be a 7 o'clock tip-off from the Newman Flanagan Center. So that'll wrap it up for tonight. Final score again on the One-Eyed Jacks postgame report. Remember, half-price appetizers over at One-Eyed Jacks before and after all the home events here at Briarcliff. Chargers 74, Dakota State 59. Good night from the Newman Flanagan Center on the Charger Sports Network at bcuchargers.com.